What up? Jeff here with all my renegades. Bitcoin, Ethereum, ICP, crypto. We are all renegades because we believe differently than the rest of society, at least for right now. What is up, Justin? Cut Action. Great to see you here. You are asking about airdrops. That will actually tie into our video today. Um, I am airdropping just tokens to people that are active on our Discover. ICP Renegades on Discover. Let me actually grab that link for you guys real quick so you can go over there. I'm tipping over there for comments on our posts. Up to 1,000 great comment. Might even get a couple thousand Satoshis over there. So let me get this link for you guys, and then we'll get into this video. We have some exciting things to talk about. I have my new webcam. That's pretty cool. It looks really great. I'm glad I was able to figure it out and get it working. I did have to wait for it. Sorry, I've been gone for about a week. I really do appreciate your guys' patience with me for this hard time in the market. I know I'm not leaving you guys high and dry. It's just kind of boring in the market right now. So, but I'm here to let you know that things are going to pick up. The promises that I made on the channel a while back, when I was talking about having different people on the channel, the video today is going to talk about our NFT collection that is going to be launching on Yummy. I'm not sure if it's going to be exactly October 1st. I will give you a clear-cut date here very soon, but I'm thinking it will be done rendering before that. I'm not sure if it's a week after the rendering process is done. So anywhere from October 1st to October 7th, we definitely will be ready, maybe like the 5th, which would be really cool. And we are going to be airdropping more NFTs to active participants. We've already given away maybe 10 or 15 of the 55 total NFT airdrops. We're going to be airdropping those to people on Discover. Active, I'm going to ask directly for your principal ID, and maybe our Generation 2 collection can actually be like an airdrop just to add to the collection just for you guys to have. So we'll see that. This is a really complicated collection. It took months to make. But the next thing after that, the exciting news that I promised, we are going to have Mariano Stoll from Inside Dark Studios. He is a developer, a Web3 game developer on the internet computer. He built a massive company in a little bit over a year with 20 plus staff. He had over 30 at one point. And, we might have a big announcement coming soon about Inside Dark Studios and ICP Renegades. That's your hint. But he is going to be on the channel. We're going to have a co-host, Isaac.ICP. That guy is just a really nice guy. Esteban over there at Code and State, just all of those guys have really been great. And, this is why I'm building on the internet computer. I could have went anywhere else. I could have went to Solana. I could have went to the Graph. I could have went to any other chain, but I believe in Dominic Williams' vision for the internet computer, what he has done, and the actions, that they have taken to support the people building in the ecosystem. So, guys, go over there to Discover. Get on there. Smash the like, too, so more people can get over there and get more CKBTC. I just sent 44,000 Satoshis over there for tipping, about $12. For right now, and then I'm going to send more. I might do on Open Chat too. I've been giving ICP over there, so you guys need to go join our groups, and I reward active participation. So you saw our NFT. I'm going to play it one more time. This is what is going to be dropping. This is just one of the multiple different bikes that we have in different variations. You can pick this up on Yummy the first week of October. So that's going to be great. We already have almost all of our whitelist spots filled. If you guys do want a whitelist, go let us know on Open Chat. We might have a few left at the end. I mean, we could get them filled, but if I'm giving you guys a chance right now to get them before they're gone. We already have like a Google spreadsheet with all your PIDs on it, the winners, the whitelist. So yeah, everything's going great. So let's get into some interesting content. My cat is going crazy. You need to stop, bro. He only does that at 2 times during the day. When I go live and when I go to sleep. And he just starts zooming everywhere. It's crazy. Crazy kitty. All right, hold on. Let me get into the comments over here. Okay. Let's go. All right. I am going to first start with looking at Inside Dark Studios because this is going to be the company that is going to be on our channel here Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Bitcoin Renegade. So let me share my screen here. And then we're going to look at what you can build on the internet computer. What traditional games are going to be the best on the internet computer? And I want your opinion. Do we need Mortal Kombat on the internet computer? Do we need Need for Speed on the internet computer? What would be your favorite game to see on the internet computer? So as you see here, this is kind of like the dark side, like of of like the force, right? So they kind of are tapping into that dark side. It's kind of funny because like I'm the light side, they're the dark side. no, it's just weird like that. But yeah, the dark side of imagination. I like their creativity. Um, so iDark Studios is ran by a guy named Mariano Stoll, and they have a game called Reality of Madness. They have Kernit's SDK, Project Alpha, and then they have a 5-year plan. So this is what we're going to basically be interviewing Stoll on. They established IDS and all of its brands, ROM, Kernit's SDK, and Project Code Alpha. And then the ROM universe, you can actually interact on each one of these simultaneously with the same NFT. So it's pretty cool how they have everything interconnected. This is the team, CEO Mariana Stoll. You can follow him on Twitter. Fran Morales, she's the CDO, HR. Mohammed Ahmed, CTO, and this is the team. So they got a pretty extensive team. Yeah, they're on the dark path. It's crazy. So maybe we can win them over to the light side. The darkness is always there. Okay, taught to be afraid of it, not to follow its path. Okay, whatever. Let's see. Founded by Surrey and Stoll, the two formed a friendship together after working together from another project. From their long talks about life, the idea was getting formed, originally being only one game, an RPG, which that's my jam, that turned quickly into a turn-based tower defense lower version of the game, then into an MOBA, multiplayer online. I don't even know what an MOBA is. Battle Arena, maybe. And it welcomes clear. We needed a plan. Oh, and it becomes clear we needed a plan to accomplish everything. This is the part when we decided to go full into a metaverse that will hold our games and share the NFTs. So even the possibility, if we decide to build a game with these guys, if that could happen or whatever, then maybe we could integrate our game into their metaverse. So I'm not sure what's possible. I'm not a big tech guy, and these guys are. So that's why it's really cool that we get to be interviewing them and all of this. Even if we have a little bit different ideals and core values, I think they are some of the best engineers in the world, the best software engineers in the world. I really believe that iDark Studios is going to lead the internet computer in gaming. There's many more projects too that are great. Don't get me wrong, but most of them do internal work, right? So, yeah, they have just come check out all these guys. They really are doing big things. They're hiring people. They're bringing value to the ecosystem. True GameFi, they're building what we need in gaming, where you own every single thing. You buy a skin in Fortnite, well, you can't really sell that. You can give it away. Somebody might give you money for it, but there's no open market for you to sell that after it's done. Like a shooter game where you get skins, and that's the future of gaming as well on the internet computer, and Web3 gaming is going to be owning your skins, owning your weapons, owning your character in the game. Like a lot of games have you pull for different characters, right? So if you wanted this character and it takes you 20 times to pull it, you decide to spend maybe 20, $30 because you want the character. You get the character, and now the character is worth absolutely zero. On the internet computer and on Web3 gaming, you get a character. You can either buy it outright, earn it in game, or whatever, the in-game reward system is, and then you own that character and say, hey, I didn't really like this character as much as I thought. I didn't like the gameplay. It didn't, meet up to my expectations. I still think it's worth money. Other people probably want it. Let's sell it. So that's the future. And yeah, just come check out this page. I'm actually going to link it right here in the comments live. So you guys want to check that live comment here. And then, how do you guys like the new webcam? Is it better that I'm kind of like straight on it instead of to the side? Is it better that I get to see you? Okay. Check here. Need for Speed 2 on ICP blockchain. So the cool thing would be that you could do Need for Speed on the ICP blockchain, but what you couldn't do is race against other live people. There's a delay from moving something from like the PC or a traditional web browser to the internet computer. There's like I don't know if it's an 8-second or an 8-minute delay. But you could make that game Need for Speed, like Need for Speed 2 or Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. You could make that game, but it could only be like PvE, right? Player versus enemy, or PvC, player versus computer. So it depends. That would be a great idea. When I first got into racing games, it wasn't like a mass multiplayer internet thing like it is now. So I'm used to stuff like that being my generation. Like I grew up with Need for Speed. Well, you just play against the computer. Sometimes you might have a friend, that you race with, like 2-player, but they're like in your house, right? And so I think it's the beginning of the gaming revolution on Web3. It starts where the old regular Web 2 kind of started as well, right? You have to start with the base technology, which is going to be just the player versus the computer. And then once the technology improves, they move that I think it's an 8-minute delay, but I could be wrong, down to like 2 seconds or whatever. And then it could kind of match up across, regions across the world. And you could have a multiplayer online game like that. But for right now, it is only player versus computer. So it's still cool because you get to be a part of all of the games. You know how like people love Zelda right now. They love the original Nintendo. They love the Super Nintendo still, right? Because those games are classic. They are what brought us to the gaming that we have now. It goes back to like, intimacy with the game, or, just like good feelings of, yeah, this is what led me into a lifelong dream of building a game, or, doing whatever you're doing. So what I'm saying about that is it's going to be the same way on Web3. We're going to remember these games that shaped the industry, that became the evolution of what the technology can do now compared to what it can do in 10 years. Just look at the PlayStation. It went from PlayStation 1, where you could basically do hardly anything on the internet, right, to a PlayStation 5 where it has mass capabilities where you can do basically everything. So that I think we're somewhere between the Nintendo and the N64 right now on Web3. So that's the way that you have to look at it. You're like, well, these games kind of suck, or these games aren't as good as the PlayStation 4. Yeah, but they provide value in long-term, just look at Zelda. They provide the long term holding power that you want in something like that. Not just a game, but the idea that goes behind it and the memory of what brought you to the next thing. I mean, I still remember GoldenEye on N64, one of my favorite games of all time. Zelda: A Link to the Past is what made me fall in love with RPG games. It was on the Nintendo. I still remember the Golden Zelda, on Nintendo, and that is shaped into who I became today. And now I'm building a game, so that's going to be the same thing with Web3. So I'm sorry I went off there, but when I get passionate about something, ooh, Assassin's Creed, that would be kind of cool. I mean, stuff like that. We don't have to copy exactly Assassin's Creed, because I don't want like the Web3 just to be looked at as, oh, this is an industry that can legally rip off games. But no, it's the next evolution. I would love to see Nintendo get involved in the internet computer and make a system where we can make these cool games with you, not take your name, not take your game, but have you put your game on the internet computer, and then we can play it, and you bring all your technical capabilities and we bring all ours, and it becomes a really cool thing. So, and I know that's what a lot of the developers are worried about on Web 2. Like, I know from experience that people do not want their favorite games being ripped off and put on Web3. I'm not saying that's what's being done here, because there is only a certain amount of type of games, and as long as you're not like copying the exact game and uh legitimately trying to be a PlayStation game. But if you're going to say Assassin's Creed, well, let's think of a new idea. It could be like an Assassin's Creed type of game where you go and you can jump off the stuff, land in the hay, and you can go do all the things that you can do with that, right, in a metaverse type scenario, right? But it doesn't have to be like way back in the day, and it doesn't have to be an assassin. It could be like you could go back to ancient China or something and have a samurai. You could just change it and make it whatever you want, because it's that type of game, and you can do that on Web3. So best camera footage quality. Yeah, this is a really good camera. It's a Logitech. I'll actually show you guys. This is the camera. Pretty good. It's called 4K Pro Webcam. 1080p, 60 frames per second. Way better than my other one. So, is earning crypto to play available? Earn to learn or earn to play is popular all over the world. Our game, when we do build it, is going to be play to earn. Most of these Web3 games are also play to earn. Like I said, you can earn tokens, you can earn NFTs, you can probably earn in-game currency where you can, spend it to whatever, is in the game, whether it's, an item that you want in the game that could become an NFT because you can mint the NFT in-game with the in-game currency. There's just so many different possibilities for value for the players who play, to really get the most out of any collection. And I think Inside Dark Studios is doing it the best right now, that I've seen. I can't speak about projects I haven't seen, right? I'm sure there's projects that I would say they're the best too, but I just don't know about it. The Cornucopia game on Cardano is new. Okay, that's very interesting. See, I really think Cardano is a good crypto. I need to do a Cardano video. I remember when I was able to predict that it went to $2 before it did. So that was pretty cool. Cardano actually made me a nice little chunk of change. Ubisoft needs to, yeah. So we were actually talking about that, me and my friend, trying to get like a sponsorship from them or something. But that kind of takes it to the other level, instead of just a sponsorship, but actually have them, get a contract with Definity. What Definity needs to do, in my opinion, I don't work there, or I'd probably pitch this idea, but I would say reach out. Just like I did with Definity. If I never reached out to them, I never would have got a grant, right? So Definity needs to do the same thing. They need to start reaching out, to places like Ubisoft, Square Enix, Epic Games, EA Sports, it's in a game, like all that kind of stuff, right? So these are the things that I think are really going to build. And I don't blame Definity right now for looking for a lot of sponsorships because they come in the bull market. If you remember Crypto.com in the bull market, FTX, that one too. But all these places were advertising in some of the biggest sports arenas in the world, some of the biggest places, and they were using crypto stuff because it was the bull market, right? Everybody was into it, that it brought value to them. So I think this next bull market is going to be very important for Definity and for all of us holders, that they get somebody on the team that really understands that we need to time this as soon as this bull market starts and people start to get interested in this again. We need to start reaching out to these places and get all of these partnerships because they can possibly either bring tech to it, they could bring brilliant minds to it, or they could just bring a partnership that could get the word out about it. And those are the things, even if it's not Ubisoft, just any kind of marketing partners is what Definity needs. They are marketing in a bear market right now, and so I don't blame them for not wanting to spend a lot of ICP right now for marketing. When the market's down, they'd have to pay a lot more. So that makes sense to me. So if everybody's worried about the price going down, I wouldn't worry too much longer. I think we're going to be going sideways for quite a while. Walmart is selling NFTs now. What? Sony is thinking of turning their collectible rewards in their app into NFTs. See, this is what I'm talking about. Um, Internet Computer just needs to get on board with this because, I mean, say they use Cardano, right? It takes what, 20 seconds per transaction on Cardano? Am I right? 20 seconds? And so you would have to wait 20 seconds if you're first in line to get your rewards in their app into NFTs. So you would have to wait for that. So it wouldn't work on a mass scale, right? So you would just be always waiting on your NFTs, and that's not fun. Um, but yeah, I mean, I really think that the future is partnering with some of these huge companies like Sony. I mean, you guys have some really good news here for me today. Walmart's selling NFTs. Sony's turning their rewards into NFTs on their app. So I think signups are paused while they do an upgrade. Okay, that's cool. Um, yeah, I mean that's the future, and every these big companies are seeing it now. So it's kind of funny. First comes the billionaires, then come the companies, then come retail after that. So you want to get in before the companies, the retail, all of that. So I do want to look at something else real quick for you though. Let's just see how the market's doing right now. Yeah, yeah, we're still at 290, 294. 14 million in volume. It's up a little bit. Up about 1.12% on the market cap. Um, Everybody who says there's a bunch of ICP coming into the market, just watch these numbers right here. Total supply, circulating supply. It hasn't gone up a whole lot, a couple million in several months. That's not a whole lot. That's $3 million, per million. $2.95 million per million. And that happens over time. You can't really dump the market with a couple $1 million. So anybody that says, that the market is constantly dumping because they're just, creating ICP and dumping ICP, that's absolutely incorrect. Look at the volume. If they were doing that, the volume would be way up. We haven't really been much over 14 million any day at all. Let's just see. Let's see. 7 days. 14. We did go a little bit up to 20 mil. Yeah, 11 mil, 9 mil, 8 mil, 10 mil. Goes up a little bit because it starts to recover, right? But not a whole lot, just about 15, 16, back down to 13, 11. Let's see, 12. See, it isn't a lot of selling. So what they're doing, I bet somebody bought right here and shorted it down. So this is just a bear market manipulation because it's going sideways. But as you see, the price always kind of recovers to this line right here. Even, when we start to go down and it gets pushed down with like a head and shoulders right here, broke down, boom. So, but it goes back up to the same price. So we have a massive amount of support right here. I do want to look at the chart and just see what trend we're in right now. I am going to cut this video like a little bit short. We're already at kind of 30 minutes. Hold on. But I do want to see what kind of trend we're in right now. Because the trend's your friend, right? All right. So I need to spread that out. Whoa. Okay, and this is the weekly. So we want to see if there's a reversal in the trend on the weekly on ICP. If we get a reversal in trend, it looks like we're still in a downtrend though. So yeah, these are key levels right here though at 2956 and we're at what? 2952. So we're testing this level right here, but let me get rid of these because I can't really see what's going on here. All right. It does look like we are starting to get a trend reversal. Let me get rid of these two. This is the most important thing. Trend reversal. Okay, we go down to 282. This trend right here follows. Okay, then we start to go back up. We hit 286, close at 292, hit 282, close at 292, hit 288, close at 295. This is a trend reversal. As long as we can close above $3 by the end of this week, we can start to go back up. We're starting to test this falling wedge right here. Right there. So this could be very good news because every time we get a trend reversal, boom, trend reversal, boom, trend reversal, boom, right? So that's what we need. We need a trend reversal. We had a fake out reversal right here, but we got rejected by the EMA 9. That's what, or is that the EMA? Yeah, the EMA 9. Yeah, all these lines are kind of confusing. Okay, yeah, that's the EMA 9. So as long as we, like I said, can close above, because like I said last week, 282, 288, higher highs, higher lows. That's what we want to see. Great stuff. So, and then if we can break out of this falling wedge, break out of this EMA 9 at 332, go up and test this median on the Bollinger right here at about $3.90 to $4, which is going to be our big area of resistance right here. But if we do fail to break this and fail to get a trend reversal, we are going to, let's see, hold up. Okay, well that's not perfect, but yeah, if we break below 281, then I mean 265 is a possibility. I do want to. Let's just take it right to here. Yeah. So if we break down, the next golden ratio is going to be about $2. That I really don't see happening, but I do have to let you know that that's possible. But with the longer trend, I mean, we're looking even lower at about 65. Yeah, I just don't ever see that happening. But let's look at this the other way too. Maybe. Well, let's just start from here first. Okay. So that brings us right out about 520, which is going to be a big area of resistance going forward after that. So this is a pretty good level. As you see, it kind of goes to the bottom over here as support and resistance afterwards. Even back here, you can follow this line all the way back to right here and look and see it goes all the way over here kind of as support. We go under it a little bit and then break out, kind of test it, break down. So that's going to be a very big area to be watching going forward. So we really need to hold this support at 2956, which is going to be a pretty significant area to stay above going forward. So I believe that's all we're going to have today. I will go through the chat one more time though, and just check it out. All right. If anyone has any origin staked, you have a short window if you want to unlock your tokens if you want, even if they are locked for 5 years. They're trying to get more liquidity in the market. So if you had any open chat tokens or origin tokens, sorry, OGY, you will be able to unlock those for your liquidity. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I will say if ICP wants to expand, the internet identity process has to become easier to use. Yes, I definitely agree with that. Um, I would like to simply save a private key to do a password manager like you can on Damus. If they keep internet identity the way it is, it will not be able to compete with email and password adoption. With 2FA on top of that, it's all about ease of use. Yeah, so they have to find a way to. They're trying to help you keep your stuff safe though, and that's why they have a lock on your seed phrase. But yeah, it's got to be more user friendly. I agree with that. I think they need to use some traditional Web 2 type safety protocols, that they use on the Web 2 apps and stuff. That's a very good point. It's just the beginning though. Like this is the first bear market that the internet computers had. So if you look back to Ethereum when it first came out, it was probably a lot harder to use. It was probably a lot of people losing their stuff. Just look at Bitcoin paper wallets, right? Back in the day, or hardware wallets that were like on their computer, and then the computer breaks and all their Bitcoin's gone, right? So, and now look at it. I mean, most people don't lose their Bitcoin because they get a private key, they save it, they write it down, they have tools that you can, hide your thing in like a passkey safe. Those kind of things are the future to help us protect. And it's all a part of adopting a new technology. It all comes with, birth pains, right? So, all right. If using your face too difficult for you or typing a pin. So it isn't just the pin. I don't think that he's talking about. I think he's talking about the recovery process. Like honestly, if you want to see me log into my internet identity, it is pretty easy. But I think he's talking about the setup process because most people do not understand what USB tethering is or USB passkey. So they're going to do those things. They're going to set up their internet identity under those things because they don't know which one to press. That's why I make videos saying you do it to your device. So you use, what he's saying is there's too many options and people don't understand what those options. When I first started, I was like, I did the USB security key. I did the security key and I lost that internet identity. Luckily, there was nothing in it because I was just practicing and trying to figure it out, which is what I recommend everybody do. Don't like mess around with a wallet with $10,000 in it before you test a wallet with $0 or $1 in it that that it can work. So once if they explain each one of those things on there, like underneath with like a caption that says a security key, or doesn't let you if you don't have a security key, right? It protects you from yourself using the app because you don't know what you're doing. You're a user of the app. You're not the developer. You don't understand the tech. You're just trying to use this thing. Or even if you do understand the tech, it could be a little bit difficult to navigate on your first try. So yeah, I agree with that in a way. I think they do have a good process if you know what you're doing. But for mass adoption, we're definitely going to yeah, if they want to expand your whole point there, right? So I believe they do need to fix that a little bit, just the part. But if you want to look and see how easy it is to log into your internet identity, I'm going to show you. It takes 2 seconds, like literally. I go in here, it says sign in with your internet identity. I press that. I'm going to cover my thing, but then I just press this right here. It might not let me do that, but that's what you do. You press that right there. Then it will have you do your password or your PIN, right? So I just do my password on my finger. Now I'm in. That's all it takes. Boom. Like nothing. 2 seconds. But yes, setting it up is a little bit difficult. Internet identity is easy. If it's difficult, then you're doing it wrong. So yeah, but I mean, you both make good points because it is super easy, but it's also very difficult to get to that point where it's very easy. And that's the thing that we need to figure out is like, how do we get the normal everyday Joe Schmo to understand like this is easy? Just do the device. Like have the device as the only option, and then have like advanced options below that people. Because then you just press on the device option. Boom, that's what people see. That's what they're going to press. That's what's going to help them keep their stuff safe. And then have the advanced options for people that are more tech savvy underneath, like say advanced other options or something like that. And you press on it, and then a list comes up. And the only one that you press before you do that is the device. That way, people never lose their stuff. So I mean, it's an easy fix. I don't even know if they understand that is a problem. So yeah, they need text speak written in non-tech terms. Yeah. So save your login code as a password on your device, just like when you open a phone. Like it becomes that easy, right? So I think just getting people in and having them understand that, and that's what we need to do with our game too. Like we're not trying to make a super complicated game, but we're trying to make a game that's going to be really fun to play. So be here Friday, 6 p.m. Maybe even Six Figs might be on here. We're gonna have Isaac.icp, some of the best people in the world, like just good men, good people, people I look up to and admire. So I can't wait to have them on my channel. We're going to be having Ashitosh come on the channel to talk about Rubaru. He is my co-founder in Icp Renegades. We're going to be talking about that. So yeah, I think we have a lot of exciting stuff going on here for you guys. And if you have any questions, like I said, get over to Discover, get over to Open Chat, ICP Renegades. I'm tipping like crazy over there, and I will be, going up to launch and after launch and all of that. So you're gonna want to, get in on that airdrop, especially for after we launch. I'm going to be airdropping to NFT holders. And if you want to make money in NFTs, I'm going to tell you how. I want you guys to hold for the long term, but I'm going to help you make money. All right. I'm not a pump and dump guy, but if you want to make money, we don't get a lot of royalties. So this isn't going to help us make money. This is after mint, right? We're not going to get it. But if you want to make money, you mint and then you sell on the aftermarket right away. Like I said, the price normally goes, I can't say it's going to, but like 9 out of 10 times when I buy an NFT at launch at mint, they go up and then I sell, boom, either take my profit, put it into the NFT, or the game or whatever, or I take my money and I cash it out depending on what I'm doing in that particular project and how much I believe in the project and the people behind it. So we have some great people. I don't know what you guys think about me, but you're here, so thank you. Yeah, I just enjoy making content, guys, and I'm just here to give you a little bit of hope that it takes surviving the bear market to become wealthy. that is something that I learned even before I knew crypto. I realized that nothing worthwhile in this life is obtainable in a quick second. Money, love, happiness, it is all a lifelong process, right? So that's what we are, where we're at today. I just want to bless all you guys. I think I need to bring my faith more into my videos because that's who I am, and so I don't know how I'm gonna do that yet, but I just feel like compelled to, just be who I am. I'm a Christian. Sometimes I don't always listen to edited music, like I said that, and sometimes I get like stressed out, and certain music helps me. So like, don't think I'm lying about that. Looking at my YouTube search history and being like, man, this guy listens to unedited music. He said he only listens to edited. Well, I try to only listen to edited music, but sometimes the song sucks when they edit it. Like it changes the whole song. So, but yeah, I just want to encourage you guys to stick with me. I appreciate all of your support and help, guys. Justin, thank you so much. All my mods, for everything that you guys do. Motivational sub, King Love. He hasn't been here for a while, but he's super busy. I mean, he's been with me for years though. That's my guy, and so is Justin. We met on Express Crypto, right? So, and then he came on the channel later on. I remember that, but it was all, I think, when Express Crypto went down. That was very sad. I lost a couple moderators over that. I don't know if they thought I was part of that, but I was just a customer like everybody else. But I realized when I first started looking into micro wallets, right? The very first thing when you research micro wallets is don't leave your money on a micro wallet because you do not own your keys. Whoever that entity is owns those keys. So anytime I would stake anything, I would get it out of there, right? So that's how they got people to put their money in there. Is they started staking for people, and that's when everything went bad. They said, "Oh, our website went down, and we can't recover the whatever happened." So just don't leave your stuff on micro wallets, even if they have staking. Go stake it, on the actual blockchain or somewhere else that you own the key. So, but yeah, I mean, I learned that too. So, I mean, I could have had money on there because I did have like several $100s in staking over there, multiple times. So, I mean, I can't just be like, yeah, I knew what I was doing. I was better. No, I got lucky. Like, I'm not going to lie. But I didn't like to keep a lot of money there. Every time I put money there, I'd either gamble it on the dice game, which I lost a lot, but I also made a lot, or I would stake it, and earn some rewards. And so that's something we all learned together back then, and those people who remember that, they know what I'm talking about. So I think that's it. I love this camera though. Just it's so sharp. I love it. All right, guys. You take care now, and let me know if you have any questions. Like I said, get over to Discover. All right, guys. That being said, goodbye and good ICP. Bang!